everybody, Moira here, and it has been a little minute since I turned the camera on, mainly because we have been away on holidays and both of us wanted to really disconnect. So the only thing that I did while I was on holidays was keep up with Instagram. So if you want to see what we got up to on our holidays, have a look below. I will have my Instagram account listed below, so you can go there and have a check out what Michael and I got up to. So we left on Thursday the 22nd of March and we arrived home on the Sunday, Easter Sunday. So we had the Monday off and then went back to work on Tuesday, and on Monday I woke up with a sore throat. So yes, I have the flu. I honestly feel like every time I go on holidays and I come back, I have the flu. I just, that's what I feel is happening. I don't know if it's because, particularly this time, I really switched off really early, and that normally takes me a good 4 or 5 days to switch off from work, but this time I switched off really quickly. So I'm happy that I had a great holiday, but I've come back and now I have the flu. But it is, you know, it is what it is. So I thought I would give you an update on all things keto, what I've been taking since I've had the flu, because I've realized that I just can't take anything and everything that I usually would have. I've had to go and find stuff that I can have that's keto friendly, that's not just sugar, because a lot of the stuff is lemon and honey, so I haven't been able to have that. So I thought I would talk you through all of that and how my weight is going. When I left to go on holidays, my weight was 147.4 and I was so happy with that because I had reached 11 kilos lost. So that was just fantastic. I was so excited. We actually did take our scales with us because Michael's also losing weight. He's not doing keto, but he's also losing weight as well, and he has done so well. But we took the scales just to every now and then have a check-in on where we were tracking, and I just kept losing weight. Because I stayed keto while I was on holidays. It was Easter, there were Easter eggs all around me, there were hot cross buns everywhere, and I did not divert from keto. And I was really proud of myself for that, and it really showed me that I can do what I set my mind to. There were times where I was feeling the urge to have something naughty or not keto, and then I thought, yeah, but I'm gonna feel so awful after it. Is it really worth it? And I decided, no, it's not. I don't want to feel awful and disgusting when I'm on holidays. I want to feel fantastic, and that's what I did. So it was so great that I was able to stay keto, and by the time we got back and I weighed on Monday morning when I woke up with the flu, I was 145.4. What? I can't believe that. So in like a week and a bit, I'd lost 2 kilos, bang on, and I was on holidays. And to be perfectly honest, we drank most days, and because we had the start of the holidays, we had a pinball party, and then at the back end of the holidays we had another pinball party. But during the period of holidays, we were catching up with friends. We spent time with my dad, and so it wasn't, I think more so the alcohol would just shocked me that it didn't slow down or just, you know, make my weight loss stop until I got home. I got on the scales on Monday and I said to Michael, you need to come and check this, because seriously? So I was so happy. So we have well and truly dried out now. Haven't had a drink, which has been quite nice. And I weighed in this morning to see just where I was at, and I was 143.8. So I have now lost 14 kilos. I am so excited. I feel so much better, and people are now starting to notice the difference. And for me, I've said it before, it's not a race for me. This is a lifestyle change, and my holidays just really proved that I can do it and do it well and still enjoy myself. And the main thing, and I will say this to anybody starting this way of eating, is if people judge what you're eating and say, I can't believe that you're not having Easter eggs or hot cross buns, or, you know, just have a normal drink or just have some toast, I choose not to. And if people are going to judge you for doing the same thing, then let them. They're only trying to make themselves feel better for having all of those things, and that's fine. If they want to have them, that's fine. But I know how I would feel if I had it. I would feel not only awful and having to get through the detox of getting that stuff out of my body, and I'd be disappointed in myself that I gave in to peer pressure or pressure from others to say, why aren't you eating like the rest of us? And the reason I'm not eating like the rest of everybody else is because I feel fantastic on keto. I never feel bloated, I never have an upset stomach, I don't ever feel so full that I have to wait hours for my food to digest. Why would I do that? So the other thing that I'm really finding is my skin is just, I'm so happy with my skin. I think I've said this before, but obviously I'm quite lucky. I have good genes. My mum had amazing skin, and when she passed, she was 79 and hardly had any wrinkles, and I am so fortunate. Like, I know that I get that from her, so thanks, Mum. But I have really noticed a difference, particularly when I don't have makeup on, and for me that's the biggest thing. I don't like to wear makeup on the weekends. I only wear makeup when I'm going to work or if I'm going out to a special occasion. So on our holidays, I had no makeup on. The only thing that I put on was brow pencil through my brows and then lip balm, and that was it. And I was so happy with my skin. That's another thing that I've really noticed. And yesterday when I was in a store, struggling to be in a store, I got to a store and the girls said, oh my goodness, like particularly from here, like they could really notice a difference, and my stomach. So my stomach is, you know, slowly going down. I do have an awful long way to go. I still weigh 143 kilos, but to see results already, I'm just so excited, and it really keeps me motivated to keep going. But the weight is just one side effect. Feeling how I do on keto is the main driver for me, because I feel great and I'm always looking for new and exciting recipes and new products to try. So yes, so I'm going to show you stuff that I am taking for while I've got the flu. The Diamond Tap cold and flu tablets. These aren't the normal ones that I take, but they didn't have any in stock when I went to the chemist. These are Diamond Tap Ultra Plus, and they have a day, night, and then a immune support. So it's supposed to give you extra vitamins. We always would take Diamond Tap, so they're fine to still take. The thing that wasn't, I normally have Lemsip, hot drink lemon and honey, and when I scanned it into my Fitness Pal, it came up with all this sugar in it. I thought, oh, so I found these. So these are the Panadol Max cold and flu hot lemon, and when I scanned them into my Fitness Pal, they have nothing. So they were 0 for everything, which is fantastic. The only thing it had in there was sodium, and on keto, as if you have done any research on keto or you're doing keto yourself, you would know we need sodium because that gets flushed out of our systems. So this was fine. I know people say like honey's really good for a sore throat, but you just can't have it on keto. So this works really well. For a sore throat, speaking of, I found these are Difflam Plus, and these are sugar-free. So these are menthol and eucalyptus. Again, I scanned them into my Fitness Pal because I don't want to be, I don't really have many of these, but I don't want to be popping a lozenge to soothe my throat and getting all this sugar unknowingly into my system. So I scanned these again are 0, and they're fine, and they do the job. They really numb my throat, so that was fantastic. Now the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is, while I was on holidays, and not on purpose, I did a 16-hour fast. I don't know how it works. It's like 16-8 intermittent fasting, and that wasn't on purpose. I did it one day just because we had a late dinner and we weren't hungry, so we didn't have breakfast, and then we didn't eat until like late afternoon, so then it just kept rolling on. Maybe that's where the 2 kilos came off. So since I've been back at work, and it's only now Thursday, so I've only been back at work 3 days, I haven't had breakfast. And for me, it's actually because I've felt so awful with my flu that I haven't wanted to have breakfast. So again, I'm still losing weight. Like yesterday I lost 800 grams, today I lost 1.2, and it just keeps going. So I'm not saying that I am now going to just do intermittent fasting and have a lunch and dinner, but I am saying that I didn't find it as difficult as I thought I might. More so because we weren't having breakfast towards the back end of last week, and this week, because I haven't felt so fantastic, I haven't had any breakfast. So maybe that's helping, I'm not too sure. But the other thing that I kept up was water. We went through so much water, and Michael obviously doesn't travel with me when I travel to Perth or Tasmania. And when I travel there, I buy like a six pack of 1.5 litre waters. I then get another 2 bottles of 1.5 litres, and then I get another 2 1 litre bottles of mineral water. So I go through a lot of water, and a few of the Airbnb places that we stayed at thankfully had filtered water, but that really surprised him, so that I was able to keep my water up. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera to share my keto journey with you, and I hope you have had a fantastic few weeks. I hope you had a wonderful Easter and your chocolate coma, or whatever the case may be, or not, wasn't too severe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.